Here are some things I've learned about the possibility of retiring in the Chattanooga, Tennessee region. I hope some of what I've learned will be useful to other people thinking about retiring in the southeastern U.S. With luck, you might hear something that prompts you to do some of your own research based on your own preferences, like how many Krispy Kreme donut shops are in the Chattanooga region. Here are a few helpful facts. Chattanooga, Tennessee is a city of nearly 200,000 people located toward the southern end of the Appalachian region of the United States. I know some people pronounce it Appalachian. Whatever you want to do for your pronunciation is fine with me. The entire Chattanooga metro area is considered to have about 500,000 residents. Chattanooga is located just 118 miles, or a 1 hour and 45-minute drive from downtown Atlanta, Georgia. The Atlanta metro area has a population of almost 6 million, so Atlanta is the closest large city to Chattanooga. Chattanooga is also a 2-hour drive from Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville has a metro area population of over 2 million. Smaller cities close to Chattanooga include Knoxville, Tennessee, which is about an hour and 40-minute drive away, and Huntsville and Birmingham, Alabama, which are a 1 and 2 hour drive away, respectively. These are not shown on this map, but additional large cities within a 5-hour drive of Chattanooga include Charlotte, North Carolina, and Memphis, Tennessee. Chattanooga is a medium-sized city, but its proximity to many larger cities should be reassuring to any retiree who may have complex medical needs or who enjoys shopping for the best airfares to faraway destinations. Chattanooga has its own airport, of course, but for some trips, it might be much less expensive to fly out of Atlanta, or perhaps Nashville. Many southeastern beaches are less than a day's drive from Chattanooga. Popular beach destinations like Panama City Beach, St. Simon's Island, Myrtle Beach, and Orange Beach are between 6 and 8 hours away by car. Chattanooga is home to the Tennessee Aquarium as well as a modest zoo. Scenic overlooks and caves are available throughout the nearby mountains, and the area has been recognized for providing excellent outdoor activities. In fact, in 2015, Outside Magazine gave Chattanooga the Best Town Ever award. The region is known for ample opportunities to hike, bike, climb, raft, and paddle due to its mountains, historical sites, and waterways. In addition to all the outdoor activities the area offers, art, science, history, and transportation museums are available throughout the metro area. Chattanooga proper has as many parks as one might expect for a city of this size. Coolidge Park is a very large downtown park near the city's Riverwalk, and it's adjacent to a pedestrian bridge that crosses the Tennessee River. So if you're the kind of person who really enjoys urban parks, Coolidge Park is worth checking out, as are the many other parks around the Chattanooga region. Natural areas in and around Chattanooga include the Tennessee River Park, Audubon Acres, McClellan Island, the South Chickamauga Creek Greenway, and Stringer's Ridge, just to name a few. I hope my pronunciation was okay. Quite a few of these areas are concentrated around the Tennessee River. Some of the state parks near Chattanooga include Prentice Cooper State Forest and the North Chickamauga Creek Gorge State Natural Area. Maps make clear why the region is so well known for outdoor recreation. Abundant trails and waterways traverse this topographically diverse region. Data suggests the cost of living in Chattanooga has recently been 16% below the national average, but many people have commented online that the cost of living, and especially the cost of housing, is rising rapidly in the area due to a population boom. Nevertheless, the cost of housing is escalating in most desirable parts of the United States, so in a relative sense, Chattanooga remains quite affordable. One way to keep costs down in the Chattanooga area is to choose to live in a Georgian suburb of Chattanooga rather than living on the Tennessee side. As you saw in the maps shown previously, Chattanooga is located right on the border between Georgia and Tennessee. This table makes clear that some of the Georgian suburbs of Chattanooga have an even lower cost of living than Chattanooga itself. In other videos, I've shown that some of the Georgian towns are just a 15 to 20-minute drive outside the center of Chattanooga. Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia, for example, may be especially advantageous because it's so close to the city center, and it is also home to the Chickamauga and Chattanooga National Military Park. This is a huge, beautiful, and free-to-enter park. Whether you're looking for a destination to move to in retirement or not, when you reach the end of this video, you might want to search for my videos about Fort Oglethorpe here on the Multicollinearity channel. By the way, if retirees prefer to pay the premium needed to live around more wealthy neighbors, note that they do have this option with towns like Lookout Mountain. If you've been to the southeastern U.S., it won't surprise you to hear that Chattanooga has sultry summers and mild winters. The average high in July is 88 degrees Fahrenheit. That's just an average, so it must be said that the summers are very humid. Unless quasi-tropical weather is your thing, residents of Chattanooga do have to adjust to uncomfortable summer days. Some of my strategies for dealing with the steamiest months include doing outdoor activities early in the morning and saving the most challenging hikes and bike rides for October through March. The average high in January is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. As a result, the region gets very little snow. That should be reassuring, considering that Chattanooga is a city with hills and mountains. According to citydata.com, as of 2019, 32% of Chattanooga's citizens held at least a bachelor's degree. I was a little surprised the percentage wasn't higher. That's because a large portion of the labor force in Chattanooga works in healthcare, education, and finance. The high percentage of citizens working in education may be partly because of the presence of the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga, and several smaller colleges and universities in the area. The number of hospitals and healthcare facilities in Chattanooga undoubtedly contributes to healthcare being the most common occupational category. When you drive around the Chattanooga area, you do get the sense that there are still many residents working in manufacturing, and data bear that out. People of color who are watching this video, and others, may wonder what they can expect for the racial diversity of the Chattanooga area. As you can see here, Chattanooga's citizens largely identify as white or black. The percentage of the city's population that identifies as Hispanic is a little less than half of the percentage of people who identify as Hispanic in the United States as a whole. Keep in mind, though, that these data you're looking at on the screen are for Chattanooga proper. Some of the Georgia suburbs are less racially diverse. But then as far south as Dalton, Georgia, which is about a 40-minute drive outside the center of Chattanooga, nearly half the population identifies as Hispanic. So the region as a whole is quite diverse, but you will find wide variability in the demographics depending on which town or city you're focusing on. The advantages of Chattanooga that I value most are its affordability, size, and proximity to natural areas. I also like how mild its winters are. Chattanooga's proximity to Atlanta is also a major advantage because as a retiree, I may occasionally need complicated health care that goes beyond what a medium-sized city can provide. I may also want to occasionally take advantage of the Atlanta airport for long-distance vacations. Nashville is only a couple of hours from Chattanooga as well, so for longer flights, residents of Chattanooga have several options and don't necessarily have to rely on the Chattanooga airport if they can get a better fare elsewhere. But considering typical day-to-day needs, Chattanooga should be able to provide almost everything a retiree could want. The region has everything you'd expect from an area with a population of 500,000. In my years that remain before retirement, there are several trends that I will be monitoring. Residents of Chattanooga frequently express concern about Chattanooga's population boom. This population boom is fueling skyrocketing housing costs and traffic congestion. These are some of the reasons I've researched and made videos about Georgian towns like Fort Oglethorpe and Dalton. Another trend I will be monitoring is the Chattanooga region's crime statistics. They seem to be trending in the right direction, but there is a lot of room for improvement, even in some of the Georgian suburbs. Assuming some progress can be made on these challenges, and that I won't mind the sultry summers, Chattanooga may be an excellent place to retire.